Snow leopards are among the most elusive and resilient predators on Earth. They inhabit the cold, rugged mountain ranges of Central and South Asia, thriving in harsh, high-altitude environments. Their thick fur, powerful limbs, and exceptional agility make them masters of icy terrain. But could a snow leopard survive on an icy moon like Europa or Enceladus? Scientists have long speculated about the potential for life beyond Earth. Icy moons in our solar system, particularly Jupiter's Europa and Saturn's Enceladus, are prime candidates for extraterrestrial habitability. These moons have vast subsurface oceans hidden beneath thick ice sheets, creating environments that may support life. The question of whether a snow leopard could survive there depends on multiple factors, including temperature, gravity, atmosphere, and food availability. On Earth, snow leopards are adapted to freezing temperatures, often as low as -40 degrees Celsius. However, Europa's surface temperatures plummet to around -160 degrees Celsius, making it far colder than any environment on Earth. Enceladus is even colder, with surface temperatures reaching -200 degrees Celsius. Even with their thick fur and specialized adaptations, snow leopards would not survive such extreme conditions without external protection. Atmospheric conditions pose another major challenge. Europa and Enceladus have no breathable atmosphere, meaning a snow leopard would require an oxygen supply to survive. On Earth, these cats rely on a rich oxygen supply in mountainous regions, where their lungs have adapted for high-altitude breathing. Without a way to extract oxygen from the environment, survival on an icy moon would be impossible. Gravity on Europa is about 13% of Earth's gravity, while Enceladus has only about 1% of Earth's gravity. In such low-gravity environments, a snow leopard's movement would be drastically altered. Instead of powerful, controlled leaps, the cat might struggle with balance and coordination. Its muscle power, designed for quick acceleration and high-altitude terrain, might lead to exaggerated, unstable movements. The lack of traction on icy surfaces would also present difficulties. Snow leopards rely on their powerful legs and retractable claws for grip and agility. On the ice-covered moons, where there is no friction similar to rocky mountain terrain, their ability to chase or pounce would be hindered. Another key factor in survival is diet. Snow leopards are apex predators, relying on prey such as ibex, marmots, and blue sheep for sustenance. On Europa and Enceladus, no known food sources exist. If a snow leopard were placed in this environment, it would starve unless alternative food sources were introduced. However, the subsurface oceans of these moons may harbor microbial or aquatic life. Scientists speculate that deep-sea hydrothermal vents on these moons could provide the necessary conditions for alien life. If fish-like organisms existed beneath the ice, a snow leopard's hunting instincts might be tested in an unfamiliar aquatic setting. Unlike polar bears, which are semi-aquatic hunters, snow leopards lack adaptations for swimming or fishing. Even if prey existed beneath the ice, the cat would struggle to access it without ice-breaking capabilities. Survival would also depend on the ability to withstand radiation. Europa is bombarded by intense radiation from Jupiter's magnetosphere. Without Earth's protective atmosphere, a snow leopard would be exposed to lethal radiation levels within days. Enceladus, being farther from the Sun and less affected by Saturn's radiation belts, presents a slightly less hazardous environment. But without a magnetic shield, any life on the surface would still be vulnerable to cosmic rays. Even with genetic modifications, extreme adaptations would be necessary for a snow leopard to survive. Hypothetically, if bioengineers altered its physiology, a space-adapted snow leopard could have heat-resistant fur, oxygen-processing organs, and radiation-resistant skin. Genetic modifications could also enhance the animal's ability to survive in a low-gravity setting. Another possibility for survival would be within an enclosed, artificial habitat. A controlled environment, such as a biodome, could provide suitable oxygen levels, temperature regulation, and simulated gravity. In such a setting, a snow leopard could theoretically survive as long as food and essential resources were provided. However, even in a controlled habitat, behavioral and psychological challenges would arise. Snow leopards are territorial animals, accustomed to vast open spaces. The isolation and confinement of a biodome might lead to stress and unnatural behavior. Additionally, their thick fur, designed for cold weather, might be excessive in temperature-controlled environments. The most plausible way for snow leopard genetics to reach an icy moon would be through genetic preservation. Scientists are already considering cryogenic gene banks to preserve Earth's biodiversity in space. If genetic material from snow leopards were stored on Europa or Enceladus, future generations could study their DNA for bioengineering and conservation. Space-based conservation could become a reality if humanity colonizes other worlds. Perhaps one day, artificial ecosystems on icy moons could house Earth's most resilient species, ensuring biodiversity beyond our planet. For now, the idea of a snow leopard surviving on an icy moon remains purely hypothetical. The extreme cold, lack of atmosphere, low gravity, and radiation exposure make it nearly impossible for the species to survive naturally. Yet, as space exploration advances, bioengineering may open new doors for animal adaptation beyond Earth. Snow leopards, as one of the most adaptable predators on Earth, symbolize nature's resilience. Their survival in some of the harshest terrestrial environments demonstrates the extraordinary capabilities of life. While they may never roam Europa's frozen plains or Enceladus' icy cliffs, their existence continues to inspire scientific curiosity. The exploration of icy moons will undoubtedly expand our understanding of extreme life conditions. And perhaps, one day, humans will create sustainable extraterrestrial habitats where Earth's wildlife can thrive. Until then, snow leopards remain masters of the mountains, a testament to nature's ability to endure even in the coldest places on Earth.